Peace to the family. Peace, peace. Okay. Peace to the family. Today is October 28th, a Sunday, 2018. This video right here, we're gonna drop some knowledge on this type of video right here. Told you that I would come out with it in regards to the nature of the warrants and what is a warrant in regards to whatever type of orders that a magistrate, i.e. a judge, comes out with or give. We're gonna drop this video down on, right here. It's gonna be, the segment is gonna be about, have you been arrested by a warrant? Question. And if so, demand to see a certified copy of the warrant of committal. Demand to see a certified copy of the warrant of committal. It must have a signature and a seal. Seal from the court clerk. Do you hear that, family? Because a lot of people don't know nothing about this right here. A lot of the UK people know a lot about warrants of committals and stuff like that. Most of them, you got a lot of them who don't as well, but it's famous over there in regards to asking for a warrant of committals and things of that nature. Here it is as well too, in the States, but they kind of changed the wording. It lost its foundational wording, so they just say warrant. They usually just say warrant now. But again, you're gonna demand to see a certified copy of the warrant of committal. And again, family, it must have signatures and seals. Again, have you been arrested by a warrant? And I'm gonna show you that you can get these warrants removed. They can be removed. I personally got one removed myself, 2014, quoting the magistrate that she didn't know anything about law. She got pissed off thinking that you could just put a warrant on anyone that you think that you feel that you want to. And guess what? You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. You're not going to just put no warrant on me. You got to have, you have to have probable cause. And it better be supported by oath of affirmation, which is a signed and sworn affidavit. See, because she messing with the right one. But I've got it. I got it removed, and I told her that I would show her that I will have it removed, and eventually I had it removed, because I know it's levels to this stuff. It's definitely levels to this stuff. So, family, without further ado, I'm gonna just move on with this video. Again, today is October 28th, 2018. This is a Sunday. Again, this video is about have you been arrested by a warrant? Demand to see a certified copy of the warrant of committal. So I hope y'all got that, family. And again, you don't think this is correct? Please go look this stuff up, family, and you'll see that my knowledge is ongoing with this type of stuff, because I study it. I'm on it. Where others are not teaching this stuff. They're not teaching this stuff because half of the people don't know nothing about it. But yeah, and this is also very, very, very important as well too, in regards to, in lieu of homes getting stolen as well, in regard to warrants. I don't care if it's homes, I don't care if it's cars. You have to have a warrant. You have to have a warrant. I don't care what they tell you. I'm going to show you today that you have to have a warrant. All right. So we're gonna move past this. I'm gonna go with this right here. We'll just get right past this right here. I'm gonna show you, family. I'm hoping y'all could actually see that right there, family. This is in Channel Island, New Jersey. Is actually the territory. This is the territory of New Jersey, which is Channel Island. A lot of people don't know that. But yeah, this was actually my warrant right here. Hope you can see that, family. February 27, 2014. State versus, this was me right here. She created a case against me because I checked her with helping someone else in lieu of in the courtroom, you know, in lieu of their case, and they beat their case. But to try to justify herself, you know, with a lie, to try to say he beat it, to try to change up why he beat it, converting it into some other law or some other policy, not law. I quoted her and told her that she didn't know what she was talking about, and she don't know law. And she got mad and stated she will be placing a warrant for my arrest. So I told her I'm going to show you that you think you could just put warrants on people and think it's going to stand without probable cause. What was your probable cause? That I injured you? You can't say I injured you. What was the probable cause? Was it a breach of any contract? I have no contracts with you. So what was the probable cause for this warrant? Because I checked your nature in regards to you don't know the law and you get pissed thinking you could just throw warrants on people. No, it doesn't work like that. But family, this is right here, to whom it may concern. This is to verify that the warrant issued on, it was the date, was recalled on February 26, 2014. So it is possible to get these things removed. It is possible to get these things removed, family. And this right here, I got it removed. This was by the court administrator, Kimberly A. Milligan, down there, her signature. So I got it removed. People say it can't be done. It was done right here. It was done right here. And for the record, this was the chief judge right here, E. Ronald Wright, right here. This judge that's here, this magistrate. I sued him and everybody else. I put so much pressure on him, he ended up dying. Found him in Las Vegas hotel, dead. I put so much pressure on him. I rode that man to the bucket till the wheels fell off. But this magistrate right here, E. Ronald Wright, yeah, he was a criminal too. I don't care what anybody say. He was a criminal. Say what you want. He was a criminal. I know a lot of dirt he was doing, but I'm not going to swing that on the dead man. But I will say he was a criminal as well, just like all the rest of these magistrates. But I sued them. Federal court, I put pressure on him. Yep. But family, just to show you that this warrant, you can remove these warrants. And I'm gonna drop some facts down today, family, on what is a warrant, you know, and what you have to do in order to validate and verify that warrant. Okay, family. So we're gonna go with this. I'm gonna start with this right here, family. First, I'm gonna start with this right here, because I want us to understand. We're gonna go straight in this in regards to because I wanted to show people in regards to their homes in lieu of warrants, how when they come up in your house or whatever, and they're or trying to take your house because of a warrant, family, because of a warrant, you must check and validate whether if that warrant is valid. because a lot of these orders that these magistrates are given, they're not valid. You allowing them to take your house and you ain't doing your own due diligence to check to see if that warrant is even official, if it's authenticated, if it's verified, which means sworn under penalties of perjury as a true and correct order. So family, we're gonna go over this because I'm gonna go back and forth. So bear in mind with me, and you know, I'm gonna jump on both either or warrants in regards to body warrants, which is nothing but a head warrant, you know, from your person to back to things, places, and things to be searched in regards to that. But this right here is in regards to homes, family. So we're gonna start with this one right here, this landmark case right here, Soldal versus Cook County, Illinois. Okay, we're going to read this right here. In 1992, the Supreme Court once again came to the defense of the rights of the people. The Supreme Court case of Soldal versus Cook County, Illinois, dealt with the seizure of Mr. Soldal's mobile home, which was physically torn from its foundation and removed from the mobile home park while a sheriff stood by and refused to accept the citizen's trespass complaint. See, he was filing a complaint on the sheriffs. Because why? Most sheriff's family in your county don't know the law. They're following policy, family. It's policy. So what I want to get here clear today is, again, y'all haven't seen my video, you know, how to get their oath and how to demand for their oath and bonds and things of that nature, and you want to donate how to get that oath and bond and stuff like that. You could look at my other videos, go down the description box, and you know you'll see the documents that we offer and things of that nature in regards to how to get their oath and bond. See, because when they start doing stuff like this, stealing your property illegally, you hit that bond. You hit that bond. That bond has thousands of dollars in damages and compensatory damages and punitive damages, compensation you can get them for when they harm a man, not your person. When they harm you like this, you go after that bond. You go after that bond, oath and bond, and you start filing a claim against it. Okay? Okay, I'm going to finish reading this. Its foundation removed from the mobile home park while a sheriff stood by and refused to accept the citizen's trespass complaint. The case is significant because it provides a remedy against sheriffs. You hear that? Marshals. Huh? Yes, I know some states have marshals. New York is one. I helped a sister over there stop the marshals from going to her bank account. Why? Due to a non-violent warrant. They didn't have a warrant to go into her to her bank account. They ain't got no warrant to go into her which sheriff's right, which you call writs. They had no right to go write a writ of execution, writ of levy. They had no right to do a writ of levy and garnish her check. So I did an affidavit up for her, and they stopped that. And the sheriff, United States Sheriff's United States Marshals called their job up, Human Resources, and told them don't touch her check again. So that was a win right there. Beautiful. When she copped that document from us, and it put a stop to that. Okay, marshals and police officers who watch a citizen's property being seized without a warrant or other lawful authority. This decision also overruled an erroneous, previously held view of the court that before a citizen can invoke their Fourth Amendment rights, the seizure must have included an invasion on their liberty and privacy. So family, right? When you pulling these oaths and bonds of these sheriffs, these marshals, these police, these chiefs, if he's a public servant, I don't care who it is, pull a oath and bond, right? Make sure in that claim, I stated this in my last video because I'm showing you this right here. I stated it in my in the oath and bond video. It says right here, the C's must have included in the invasion on their liberty or privacy. So you make sure you state that in your claim. When you pull that oath and bond and you file a claim against it, that they invaded your liberty and your privacy. Yes, when they bust in your house and they steal your home. Yes. When they pull you over and do road piracy in the street with your private automobile conveyance and you traveling. That's an invasion of your liberty and privacy. You have privacy. You have a right to privacy traveling down the road. So you make sure, family, you invoke that Fourth Amendment right, that it is an invasion of your liberty and privacy. All right. Now let's move on. The Fourth Amendment search warrant. Let's read this, family. This is very important. To protect the rights and the property of the citizen against potential government abuse. The drafters of the Constitution and Bill of Rights included the Fourth Amendment. This powerful amendment ensures the people that the government cannot arrest a person. A person, they're talking about your person. You're not a person, you have a person. Everything that's within the nature and physicalness in regards to your body, the habeas corpus, that is a person. But the person above and arise all cardinal things. It's above all that, which is a flesh and blood sentient man. You have a soul, beautiful soul in you. So you're not just a person, a body. You are a soul as well, a living soul. You know, so arrest a person they're talking about. But they're basically talking about a body, or seize his or her property without a properly executed search warrant signed by a lawful judge. Do you hear that? Lawful judge. You hear that? A lot of these orders, family, that they're given, that these corporations, these United States firms, do you know they're ushering attorneys in the file orders against you? Pro temps, commissioners. They're not even lawful judges. First of all, there's no such thing as a real judge. It hasn't been a real judge since 1789. Until the corporation stepped in. There has not been a real lawful judge since 1789. But however, if he's playing lawfully, if he's basically, we're going to take the word and say lawful. So if he's playing fair, being it is not any lawful judges, they're only magistrates, commissioners, pro temps, attorneys. Being in half of them ain't lawful, but we're just going to go with half of them ain't judges, and half of them not even acting in the capacity as being lawful. They're acting illegal. So we're just going to go with, long as they're acting lawful, you know, they're coming with properly executed search warrant signed by a lawful judge. Okay. Unfortunately, however, the average American doesn't have the bogus ideal of what a search warrant should look like. Ain't that something? Is that line, family? You hear that? The average American doesn't even have that bogus idea what a search warrant should look like. Not only just that, we don't even know what a search warrant should even state on it or have on it. Ain't that something, fam? But the following information is included to educate the citizens. Wherever you are, you're a national, American national, whatever Moors, whatever you claim to be. You're American citizen, you're gonna finish. If you're a United States citizen, you're gonna finish last in this race. That's a fact. So I don't know what type of citizen you're claiming to be, but if you're not American national and your proper status, you're doomed. You're doomed. Okay. A search warrant is written. Again, you see what that say, family? A search warrant is a written order. You hear that, family? A warrant is nothing but a written order. That's all it is. It's an order. It's someone, and a public official, i.e. a public servant, giving some type of order in lieu of levying, garnishing, executing some type of order to take someone's or to remove someone's property from a particular a man or woman. That's what a warrant is. It's just a written order, family. So when you hear of someone's home getting stolen, family, what you think the magistrate is writing to take your house? A warrant. He's writing out a warrant. Well, what is a warrant again, family? A written order. He's giving an order. But family, what does the Fourth Amendment state? That a warrant's supposed to have when you write a warrant out. A warrant has to have probable cause, family, in order for him to, in lieu to even write out a warrant. So family, here today, I'm going to teach you the proper elements of a warrant. That's how I got my warrant removed, because I know the proper elements of a warrant. Like I told that magistrate, I guarantee you I get this removed. She's like, yeah, all right, whatever. Okay. And I'm going to come after you right after that. And I surely did. I made sure I sent the IRS on her. Huh. And I do it again if I have to. Okay, family? A search warrant is a written order signed by a judge directed to a law officer commanding him or her to search a specified place for specified personal property and to bring it to the judge if found. In addition to the actual search warrant signed by a judge with the seal of the court. Family, most of these orders, they're still in your homes for these banks. Half of these orders never had seals. Who's even challenging the orders? Who's even doing it? Nobody. Check and see if these orders are coming with seals and signatures. Why no one's doing it? Make sure it has the original seal and signature of the court. And most of all, family, I'm gonna finish reading. A supporting affidavit must also be attached. Family, a supporting affidavit, what do they mean by that? This is what they mean, supported affidavit. They're talking about the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution. It says that no warrant shall be issued, not upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation. That affidavit is, they have to have a signed, sworn statement of oath, affirming, or affidavit, swearing to the validity of the warrant. So even before a warrant could even be valid, family, you got to have probable cause. And even before a probable cause, family, could even exist, it got to be supported with that affidavit, family. Why nobody's asking for that third element? The first element, warrant. Second element, probable cause. Third element, affidavit. Why nobody's asking for this third element, which is a supporting affidavit? It's a separate attachment, family. Yes, it's separate. It's not the same document. It's separate because it's swearing to the validity to the warrants, bringing true to why they want you to be searched or something to be seized or something to be taken. Why the order was given. Why? That's called probable cause. It's given probable cause. Why? What causation you've done in order for them to give a written order, which is i.e. a warrant, in lieu of taking your property. What have you done? What causation, what harm, what injury, what breach you have done that was justified and made it solidified and authenticated that they could come in and steal your home? Family, nobody's challenging this stuff. The true elements of a warrant. So I'm going to go down, family, and read on right here. Affidavit must also be attached. Nobody's asking for the third element. No one's saying, well, where's the signed sworn affidavit? Swearing, affirming, oath of affirmation, affirming to the validity of the warrant as it's true and correct. No one's doing this. All right, here. 1, the probable cause and basis for the search warrant clearly stated. This stuff supposed to be on these affidavits, family. 2, the name and detailed description of a particular person to be searched. 3, a detailed description of the particular place to be seized. Which place they're trying to come and seize this property at. 4, a detailed description of the particular thing to be seized. So it's basis, person, places, and things to be seized. Family, it has to list this stuff on that affidavit. It's specific. The Fourth Amendment gets specific. So it specifies everything that needs to be searched when in regards to this warrant. What's a warrant, family? Again, it's a written order rectifying the matter why they coming to steal your house, why they coming to steal your car, why they coming to steal your bank account, go into your bank account, why they coming to garnish, levy in lieu of child support your checks. You see me? You hear me, family? Why? What causation have you done? Who have you harmed? That's what the probable cause is basic about. Causation. Who have you harmed? Family. We ain't harmed no one. We ain't harmed nobody. Surely not a bank. They're corporations. They're private corporations in the business for profit. So I'm giving you some jewels, family, how to stop these people. And it does work. It does work. No one's just asking for that, for the validity in regards to the warrant. Don't tell me it doesn't apply in mortgages. I just showed you up top here. I just showed you up top here. In lieu of Soldal versus Cook County, Illinois. Warrants do apply to homes, family. So don't try to tell me I don't need no trolls coming on my form saying, oh, there's no such thing as no warrant in mortgages. Yes, it does. It just told you what a warrant is. It's just a written order. A search warrant is a written order signed by a judge. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, family. Do your homework, family. Do your homework. So it says these descriptions must be given with particularity, meaning with such sufficient detail so that any officer serving the warrant will be certain to search the exact target of the search warrant and the exact things to be seized. Family, they come into your house, man. They seizing your house. They taking everything in it and not the exact things that's on that warrant. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? They think they can do that because know why? Due to your ignorance. Due to your ignorance. You ignorant. You don't know. Start studying. Start studying. See, people ain't teaching this stuff. They're not teaching this stuff. But I am. See, people don't get deep into this stuff like I am. Well, I'm going deep. So I hope your popcorn is out. Because it's going to get good. Okay, failure to specify. Failure to be specific can cause a search warrant to be invalid as general and or exploratory. The test for the latter being whether the warrant places a meaningful restriction on the object to be seized. People versus Alvarado. So what that's saying, family, is you need to check the warrant on whether it's valid or not, because later on you could prove that the warrant had any meaningful restriction, that they took your home illegally without proper warrant, without proper status to be able to take it. And most of these banks ain't never in their proper status in lieu to take that home. Why? We need to start getting sufficient defaults against these banks, family. We don't be doing that. We think we could just send a little piece of paper there, a little piece of paper here. No, go all the way forthcoming, all the way through with your processes and default them. You see what I'm saying, family? Then start pulling that magistrate's anti-bribery statement. You feel me? He's getting bribed. Yes, he is. Who's bribing him? The banks that steal your house. Pull his anti-bribery statement. Y'all seen my video. You haven't seen it? Go take a look at it. Pull his anti-bribery statement. Don't run him off yet and ask for his foreign registration statement, family. We already know he's a foreigner. But do pull his anti-bribery statement. Pull it. And at the same time, family, when they giving these orders, these illegal fictitious orders outside of your due diligence and your own homework, get these sheriff's oaths and bonds. Because when they take your house, they could be held under liability. Their bonds can be filed a claim against. Family, I'm telling you the truth. This is a fact. So we gonna move on. Search warrants may be issued by a magistrate or judge only on probable cause, supported by affidavit. You hear that, family? Which is oath of affirmation or sworn statement verifying as a true and correct why that probable cause exists for even giving a warrant, i.e. order. You hear me, family? Naming or describing person and particular describing property to be seized and place to be searched. People versus Keener. See, I got the case law here, family. All you Californians, these case laws is right out of California. Not all of them that I'm giving, but a lot of them are here. They're out of California. People versus Butler. People versus Keener. People versus Peterson. Out of California, family. You know how many homes getting stolen, snatched up over there in California? Tons of them, family, tons of them. Start using these case laws and file cases against these banks stealing your home. All right, we're going to read on. Mr. Soldal filed and won a suit against the government, alleging a violation of his 4th and 5th Amendments constitutional rights and the unreasonable search of his home. This action was taken under Title 42, Section 1983, which provides every person who, under color of any statute, yeah, they are, color of law, ordinance, regulation, custom, or usage of any state, subjects, or causes to be subjected any citizen of the United States to the deprivation of any rights, privileges, or immunities secured by the Constitution and laws. All you Moors, I wouldn't advise you to use this Title 42, but go under the treaties, you know, and use that in order to stop these criminals. I wouldn't advise you to use this Title 42 because you're not a United States citizen. But again, for all those who wants to be United States citizen, you can use this, and it does work. You can use this to stop them. You know, but for all you Moors out there, start using the treaties and using these natural rights and stuff like that in order to rectify the matter, to put a stop to this, you know, under federal questions. Do these banks got a right to do what they're doing? And equity in lieu of our state. Do they got a right? No, they don't. So in the syllabus of the case, it is stated Cook County, Illinois Sheriff Department deputies were present at the seizure. Do you hear that? They were present. Although they knew that there was no order. Do you hear me that? You hear me, family? They say, although they knew that there was no order. What's an order? A warrant. You hear me, family? They knew it was no order and that the actions were illegal. The deputies refused to take Miss Soldal's complaint for criminal trespass. You see, family? This is the reason why you need to pull these sheriff's oaths and bonds. They're supposed to protect you. In lieu of that oath, it says, I am under the authority of the people. These people are elected and some selected, you know. But a lot of them are elected officials, servants of the people, for the people, by the people. They're put in power to protect property that's of the people's, not help the bank steal it. Start teaching them how. I got documents that you could donate to where I can give you. You send it to the sheriff department in lieu of teaching them how to protect your property. You're teaching them not to touch your property and why you should not have your property taken unless they got the prerequisite things in place by the banks, by the courts in order to take this property. And 9 times out of 10, they never had a prerequisite stuff properly to legally file sheriff writs, executions, writ of levies, writ of possession of your home. They never had a proper stuff in place. It's never given because a proper order has to be handed down by the court clerk, signatures by the magistrate, hand down to the court clerk, and the clerk hands it to the sheriff department. Proper orders. And the sheriff department takes and write what you call writs. They write out writs of possessions to take your home. These writs are not proper. They're illegal. No one's challenging them. These are nothing but warrants. Well, what's a warrant? A written order. That's all. It's an order handed down by a public official, i.e. magistrate. That's all. But no one's pulling the anti-bribery statements of the magistrates. Anti-bribery statement. He's getting bribed by the bank to steal your house. Yes, he is. Start filing claims against him in lieu of stating that he's in cahoots and aiding and abetting the bank to steal your house. He's doing it. He's doing it, family, but no one's challenging the orders. No one. Not like us. I got documents you can send to the sheriff department. Teach them how to check in lieu of proper warrants and orders and proper writs. Do their writs come with proper signatures and seal and all the prerequisite things that the courts significantly was supposed to have to take a look at in regards to their defaults. They don't address you properly. They're not responding to the paperwork. You see why the judges, these magistrates are helping the banks steal your house, fam. So it's a footnotes 4 states. The court reiterated that a conspiracy must be assumed, and therefore the case must be treated as if the deputy sheriff themselves seized the trailer, disconnected it from the utility, and towed it away. Oh, well, that's easy to prove a seizure. Illegal one, I can do that by paperwork alone from anybody now these days. I can say, let me see your writ of possession that came from the sheriff department. Let me see it. I be laughing so hard. I be like, family, take a look at that writ from the sheriff department. What do you see wrong on that writ? People looking at it saying, I don't know. Now they Scooby-Doo. Oh, now they Scooby-Doo. Now they don't even know now. Because they don't even know what they're looking at. These sheriff departments are writing writs, family. And the writs are not even proper. the writs, when you look on them, half of them don't. I seen one writ from the sheriff department. They typed it in. Ha! Typed it in. They typed a writ in. You can't type no writ in. A writ is an order. Same thing that's passing down to the judge from the magistrate. A writ is an order to garnish, to levy, to take, to seize something. It's a written warrant to take something. They ain't supposed to be typed. It's supposed to be under signature and seal from someone. Seal of authority and signature from the person, from the sheriff, police, or whoever is signing to it as a true and correct. Why? You need a signature so you can hold that specific person under full liability. You know who to go to saying, sir, you know your writ was invalid? It was in error? You wrote that out illegal? And show them why. A lot of these writs don't even have proper signatures. Half of them don't even have seals. Half of them don't even have seals. Even if it did have a seal and signature, half of y'all still not teaching them the prerequisite things that they supposed to have in place in order for them to even write out a writ. Family, we gotta wisen up because we don't know what's going on. We have no clue. We have no clue, family. I'm telling you the truth. I'm teaching y'all things that nobody else is. This is a fact, family. Footnote 6 states that. Right here. Under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983, the Soldals were required to establish that the respondents, acting under the color of state law, deprived them of a constitutional right. In this instance, their Fourth Amendment freedom from unreasonable seizures by the state. See Monroe versus Pop, 365 United States. The Court of Appeals found that because the police prevented Soldal from using reasonable force to protect his home from action that the officer knew was illegal, there was sufficient evidence of conspiracy between the private parties and the officer. You see that? Family, these sheriffs know what they're doing. They know they taking your homes illegally. They know this, family. They know this, but they know you know not. Family, they know they taking your homes illegally. They just know that you're ignorant and you don't know what's going on. Come on now, they can be held liable for doing it. Start doing your own audit, your own homework. Audit the judge. Like us, me. I audit the judge. I want to find out his pay. How much he or she gets paid. I want to know where the money come from. Because if it's listed as a bank loan, guess what? Find out if it's the same bank loan that he got from the same bank that stole your house. What they're doing is laundering money. That's called laundering the money. Why? In the form of a loan. You just stole my home for the bank. Now the bank pays the magistrate off to steal your home. And the bank is listed on the bank paperwork as doing a loan for the bank. But what type of loan? Easy. They're laundering money to the magistrate so he can pay them off. They're steal your home, but it's coming in the form of a loan. That's laundering, family. That's laundering money. He's sneaking the money to the magistrate for stealing your home because he has no other way to pass it off. Especially when you ask in lieu of a magistrate's finance. Family, start auditing the judge. You need documents to do that? We have that. Start finding out how much that judge makes. Find out if he has any loans. Get his name. Get his wife's name. Get his kid's name. Find out where he lives. Look in the State Department. Find out all who he's dealing with. Who he's doing business with. File for a copy of a certified or copy of his participation. Who's he's doing business with? Family, it's a lot of stuff we need to learn. There's a lot of stuff we need to learn. This is serious. I'm going to read on. The concept of using reasonable force to protect oneself or his or her property from unlawful action, even by officials of the government. You hear that? Of this corporate government, as well founded in law. An arrest made with defective warrant. With a defective warrant. Do you hear that, family? Yes, they're talking about your warrants that's in lieu of your habeas corpus, your body. Yes, they do be defected. I just showed you earlier where they put a warrant on me because I had to check the court to tell the judge you don't know law. That's defective. Judges can't just put a warrant on you just because they say they're going to get mad at you because you said something to them. That's a freedom of speech. I have a right to say that. You can't put no warrant on me because I'm going to get it removed. And I did. Say, or one issue without affidavit. You hear that? A warrant. They're issuing orders, family. 9 times out of 10, it's not even support. It's not even supported by an affidavit. Why? Because you're ignorant. You don't even know that you're supposed to say, where's that affidavit that comes with this? They state the 4th Amendment stated, if there is a warrant to taking this property or searching this property, it's supposed to be supported by that 3rd element, which is an affidavit. It's oath of affirmation that ring in probable cause to a warrant as a true and correct. They never have it, family. They never have it. I embarrassed 4 sheriffs. Matter of fact, I schooled them in Superior Court one day. I taught them in court and got called outside of the court and they was asking me, how did I learn that? That they learned the true elements of a warrant. Because I went in there for a Moorish brother and stated, excuse me, ma'am, I'm just here to challenge the status and nature of that warrant. The validity of the warrant is in error, miss, and it must be removed. It must be removed. That's all I'm here for. That warrant that you put on my brother, it is illegal. It's in error, and it must be removed. What are you talking about? It's in error. Do you have a warrant? Yes, we do. Do you have probable cause? Yes, we do. It was 4 sheriff present, and I said, fine. Do you have that 3rd element? Is it supported by affidavit? She said, yes, we have the affidavit. I said, yes. Is it signed and sealed? She looked down to the ground and said, no, it's not. Boom. Right there, family. I said, ma'am, that warrant must be removed. If it's not signed, if the affidavit you have is not signed and sealed, it must be removed. That warrant is not valid. It's in error. She stormed right in the back and ran in the back. Because she knew I'm telling facts. Sheriff called me out of the courtroom and said, whoa, that was bad. That was beautiful the way you explained yourself in that courtroom. I never seen that done like that. First you stormed the judge ran out of the court. And then the clerk, you requested us to bring the court clerk back out so you could challenge the validity of their warrant. Then you find out the warrant is not even valid. I said, sir, you are a sheriff. You are according to upholding the law, and you are responsible for knowing this stuff. You should know this better than me. I said, ignorance of the law is no excuse. He pulled up his pants and said, sir, you're going to make me go home and start studying the Constitution more. I said, but you should know this stuff. You should know it. You're entrusted to people that you serve. You swore an oath, have you not? He said, I have. And he was a European too. He said, I have. I said, you supposed to know this stuff. You took an oath. A lot of people, y'all take your oath and don't even know what it entails. Don't even know what that oath is about. You swearing the oath and don't even know what it's about. Don't even know what your oath of ethics is about. You taking these oaths. You are put in place to have the power as sheriffs, as sheriff, protectors over the community to protecting the people's property. Y'all don't even know this. He was like, wow. He was like, all 4 of us seen you do that. All 4 of us. I said, yeah. As you see, I checked the clerk. That warrant wasn't even valid. You seen it and proved it. I proved it for yourself. You seen it. You see her when she said she didn't have it signed or sealed. But yet, my Moorish brother has a warrant sitting over his head. But yet she's saying in front of y'all that there's a warrant, but yet she just stated that there's no affidavit signed or sealed by the court clerk. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? She's the court clerk and she never even signed nothing or sealed anything. Tell me how fraud that is. Family, tell me how fraud that is. So we're going to move forward. We're going to move forward, family. An arrest made with deficient warrant or one issue without affidavit or one that fails to allege a crime is without jurisdiction. Do you hear that, family? You look at my other videos, I've stated that they don't have jurisdiction. Half of them don't. There are many different ways that they don't have jurisdiction. And one of them, and most of all, is they're foreign. They're foreigners. That's one. They don't even have jurisdiction even if you move even further. They don't even come with the proper prerequisite things that is incumbent upon them to even have. They don't even have it, family. And it states, and the one who is being arrested may resist arrest and break away. That's right. You got a right to say, get off me. You don't got no warrant of committal. Let me see it. And that's going to be the next thing I show y'all, family. That's going to be the next thing I show you. If the arresting officer is killed by the one who is so resisting, the killing will be no more than an involuntary manslaughter. Howes versus People. Reaffirmed and quoted in State versus Leach. State versus Gleason. Bullard versus State. State versus Rajal. State versus Spalding. Let me go. Family. It say a seizure of property, we have explained, occurs when there is some meaningful interference with an individual's possessory interest in that property. You hear me, family? A seizure of property, we have explained, occurs when there is some meaningful interference with an individual possessory interest in that property. Family. Meaningful interest with an individual's possessory interest in that property. Family, they seizing your property illegally. United States versus Jacobson. As a result of the state action, in this case, the Soldal's domicile was not only seized, it was carried away, giving new meaning to the term mobile home. We fail to see how being maliciously dispossessed of one's home in the manner alleged to have occurred here can be viewed as anything but a seizure, invoking the protections of the Fourth Amendment. Family, you do got a right to invoke the Fourth Amendment. You do, family. A lot of people don't know this in regards to home. This is a landmark case right here, family. This case, which was a landmark victory for the Fourth Amendment rights of the people, right here, against government abuse, included with the following rules, held the seizure and removal of the property implicated claimants' Fourth Amendment rights. Page in the American Jurisprudence 543-54. Yo, family, you better start looking this stuff up. This is serious. It says, an intriguing side note, Soldal's case had originally lost in the Court of Appeals, but he still won it in the end. Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit, prior to being overturned by this monumental Supreme Court's decision. That appeal case held that while what occurred was a seize in the literal sense, the removal of Soldal's trailer did not constitute seizure cognizable under the Fourth Amendment, but because it did not invade the Soldal's privacy, says they concluded that absent interference with privacy or liberty, a pure deprivation of property is not recognized under the Fourth Amendment. Then it goes to say, this is an example of a court trying to bend the Constitution to benefit the needs of the government. USA Today report in its April 30th and 1998 edition that of the 23rd and 9th Circuit Court cases appeals to the Supreme Court in 1997. They overturned a whopping 22 cases. Ain't that something? The Seventh Circuit Court's judges' erroneous explanation of the intent of the Fourth Amendment was made with ulterior motive and was as a following. Soldal, page 543. Otherwise, a constitutional provision enacted 200 years ago would make every repossession with police assistance actionable under the Fourth Amendment, which would shift a large body of routine commercial litigations from the state courts to federal courts. This shift can be prevented from recognizing the difference between possessory and privacy interests. Do you hear that, family? This shift can be prevented by recognizing the difference between possessory and privacy interests. Yes, family. The Seventh Circuit Court seems to be insinuating that old law is bad law. No, family. Old law is good law. That's the truth. So I say, in truth, old law is the most solid law because it has withstood the test of time and has never been overturned. That's a fact, family. You see how these magistrates, they steal, will, and deal. They overturn old law, which is good law, for the befitting of these banks that try to steal your home. You see that, family? That's why it's very important, family, to fall back on that warrant. Because know why? They could twist and bend and they federal questionnaires and they information in lieu of a verdict or whatever. They can say whatever meaningful excuses that they want when they steal your home. Family, they can't get past these warrants when you properly challenge them, especially when in lieu of they's trying to steal your home. Most of these magistrates are trying to steal your home. Why? Because they're getting paid off. Yo, do your whole process and your homework, family, and going after them, and you'll cover all bases and all grounds to put a stop to them. In lieu of your house getting stolen. In lieu of your body getting stolen and throwing you in jail all the time illegally without no warrants or committals. Okay, these circuit court judges seem to be missing the point that the sheriffs in question were assisting in an unlawful repossession without proper warrant. You hear that? Sheriffs in question were assisting in an unlawful repossession without proper warrant. Had the repossession been lawful with the proper process of law, with a court order and warrant with probable cause affidavit, the officers would have been immune from suit. We wouldn't be able to sue them if they had proper warrants. We wouldn't be able to sue them if they had proper prerequisite documents before the court in lieu of a judge ruling against you, magistrate ruling against you because they're, in lieu of you defaulting them because they're not showing their note, that proper note. Where's that note that I asked for? Where is it? They got to have it present physically in that court because nowadays they're trying to tell you that they don't have to have it. And I'm telling you the law states that they do. I don't care if you non-judicial or you judicial state. They got to have that note. They got to have that note. And it's incumbent upon us, the people, we need to start teaching these sheriffs their jobs and their duties and their obligations. You need to start donating for that package, that sheriff package, so that you can start teaching them the things and the prerequisite things that is put in place for them, for you to ask for of them before trying to steal your house. It's in regards, family, to the warrants. Do you got a proper writ? Did you get a proper warrant by the magistrate being handed down by the court? Half these writs don't even have these warrants, these written orders by these magistrates. Once again, family, they don't be having signatures and seals. They're doing now what you call, and if you don't believe me, go check, family. Student loans where they're ordering illegal orders in people's home, go check it out. They're doing what you call computer generated orders. Computer generated orders, family. That's not a valid warrant. A warrant is right. A computer is writing warrants now, family. Y'all gotta wake up. Computers are writing warrants now. Just lock you up. Computers are writing. Flesh and blood men and women ain't doing it no more. Computers are sending warrants to your house. You know I'm not lying. Y'all know I'm not lying. Family, I'm telling the truth and y'all know it. Computers are sending generated computer documents that come to your house and says you got a, and it's not you, which is mail fraud, fam. Y'all better start looking this stuff up. It's a violation of Title 18, 1342, Section 1342. It's called mail fraud. Go look it up. Start sending out affidavits to them in lieu of whether if you have to be there in the flesh, and if you have to make a special, if you have to be there, you'll come by special appearance. However, before you show face, before you make a special appearance, you need to see that law that even obligates you to perform a function of the duty to show up there. You don't need to go. Tell them to show you the law. Ask them, is it mandatory or is it voluntary for you to come? He knows what that means. Ask him. Send him an affidavit and ask him, sir, is it mandatory that I show up or is it voluntary? He got to stick with the law, family, because if you breach the contract and it's lawful, it's mandatory that you show up, family. If you harm someone, physical injury, family, it's mandatory that you show up, family. If you injure or if you in any trespass against someone, you trespass on someone, family, private property, family, it's mandatory that you show up. He knows this. So there's three prerequisite things that I asked for just now. That if it's mandatory, ask him. He got to keep it real and say, yes, it is mandatory. But if it's not, he got to say it's voluntary. So that means I ain't got to go. Your voluntary request denied. Bye-bye. Because I won't be showing up. Not a man, i.e. natural person, legal name. I'm not showing up. I just ask you what law that obligates me to perform a function of duty, to perform, for me to move, for me to come down there, to perform a function of duty. I don't got no obligation to you. I ain't coming down there. Not unless you answer this affidavit. They're obligated. That'll be the next video I show you, family, where courts have to answer you. If they fail to do so, that is what you call a default. It's a dishonor. I can show you that. It's in law. They got to answer you. If they fail to do so, start defaulting them. Start doing it with a notary that you know. Start befriending some notary and use them as your assistant. And then get them to default them under the notary and send that copy up to the attorney general and the governor, as well as your congressman or woman. Tell them they're operating illegal. The courts failed to address you as required by law. Family, I can show you that. And that will be another video. They're supposed to be validating these warrants that they order you to show up. If they order you to show up, charge them for it. Either that's mandatory or it's a request. Send them a document, charge them for it. Fee simple and said every time I show up, that'll be $2,000. Yes, tell them you'll show up if you ordering me to. You want to order this man? It's like McDonald's. You take an order, they will charge you. They will charge you. Do the same thing. If that's an order, you charge them. Let them know. Send them your fee simple. Send them, i.e. your contract. Send them your contract. Tell them if I come, the man come, I will charge you. I will charge you. And you do that, family. But I'm gonna move on. This document right here, family, is powerful. I usually give this document in lieu of, I'm showing it now. I give this document in lieu of, because I'm gonna move on, family, to the next thing, because this is going to be a long drawn out video, because I wanted to bust y'all in the head with it, because it's some interesting, very good information. So I got this in the sheriff document, sheriff pack right here. You want to donate for this right here in lieu of handing it to the sheriff department and teaching them in regards to prerequisites that they supposed to have in place in regards to stealing your home. Stuff like this is in the share package. I have all this stuff right here, family, but I'm going to move on. But I just wanted to show you in regards to what they're doing that's illegal, family, right here. You know, I'm going to go. Seizure of Soldal's home took place in a non-criminal content. It is evident from our precedents that the Fourth Amendment protection applies in civil content as well. Yes, family, civil. Yes, civil. Not a, look, seizure in Soldal's home took place in a non-criminal content. It is evident from our proceedings that the Fourth Amendment protection applies in civil content as well. So civil, something that deals with civil, what your house deals with, what your mortgage deals with, stealing your house, civil. You hear me, family? That's civil. So the Fourth Amendment does apply. Don't believe me? Go look up O'Connor versus Ortega. It's right here. Marshalls versus Marlows. Camara versus Municipal Court of San Francisco. Come on, family. I'm showing y'all facts. Says right here, page 546, footnote 11, last sentence. We affirm today our basic understanding that the protection against unreasonable search and seizures fully applies in civil content. Yes, family. I'm going to go down in here, too. The Seventh Circuit Court simply construes the Fourth Amendment to protect only against seizures that the outcoming of a search. We have difficulty with this. Our cases are to the contrary and hold that seizures of property are subject to the Fourth Amendment scrutiny. Yes, family. The Fourth Amendment does apply. You will scrutinize why they keep coming to take your house. You will scrutinize why you have a warrant for your flesh and blood body. You ask them, family, where's the warrant and committal? Where's the signature and seal where I breached some type of form of contract? Yes, that you have a warrant for my arrest, which is a written order. Scrutiny, even though no search with the meaning of the amendment has taken place. You see me? You see, family? Even before they even come up and say, look, we got a warrant. Oh, do you? Let me see that warrant. Start looking at these warrants, family. Start looking at the paperwork. Don't let them just come in and take it. They got to have these things when they come in to try to take your house. That's why they have sheriffs. That's why they come with sheriffs. But nobody's asking for the paperwork before they take a house. Say, oh, let me look at that paperwork. Let me read that paperwork. Because a warrant, family, is specific in nature. It explains what is being seized. What they is specifically coming for. So start reading that stuff, family. It's all right here. It's all right here. Outside the law enforcement area.